Hi, I'm Sophie, and welcome to my world. You know, I get a lot of questions about what can I do with the end of the roll of my duct tape. And so I have come up with a craft. I call it my corner biter bookmark. And it bites the corner and shows me where I am in my book. So I'm going to teach you how to make this right now. Now, one quick thing. If you don't know how to make a duct tape sticker, please check out the link below so that you can learn and be ready for your corner biter bookmark. So for this craft, you're going to need your duct tape. You're going to need some end of the roll. Now, if for some reason you don't have end of the roll, you can always just make a tiny piece of duct tape fabric, and it only needs to be 2-inch square. So there you have it. We're going to need a Sharpie pen. Going to need some scissors. And if you're comfortable using an X-Acto knife, that would be great to have for certain parts of this, but you can always use your scissors. I'm going to be using parchment paper, and that's pretty darn important. So make sure you have parchment paper because we are going to be using the technique of making a sticker, and the parchment paper is very, very important for making a sticker. I've also got my work surface here, and I've actually already cut a few pieces ahead of time here. I've made some strips of my base color. They're 2 inches, which is the width of the duct tape here. I'll show you what I mean. They're the width of the duct tape, and I've just cut them into pinky nail size strips, and those are going to be for closing things off. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is take my end of the roll. Now there's my end of the roll. You can see it's got cardboard on one side and tape on the other. What I'm going to do is make sure that I have a nice straight edge there, which I do. I've got a pretty well straight edge. And I'm just going to fold this over to make a triangle. So one more time, from the corner here, flipped it over so that the cardboard is facing up. Take the corner, fold it so the flat edge goes against the flat edge to make a triangle. And now just cut right along that line. Now what I'm going to do is seal it, and this is why I have these little strips of tape already prepared. What I'm going to do is the half-on, half-off technique that I always use. I'm going to line up this edge at the point there and take my strip of tape, and as you can see, it's half-on, half-off. Fold it over and do the same thing on the other side. So basically what I'm doing here, half on, half off, is I'm closing this triangle. Half on, half off, fold it over, close the triangle. Now, I'm going to snip this end open. I'm going to cut from one end all the way across to the other end so that I open up the bottom of this triangle. And I'm just going really, really shallow and cutting straight along. As you can see, that's a tiny little bit there. And now, if you wanted to, if you were just going to be making corner biters, you can stop, because that is going to work as your bookmark. You can see right there. That's where I'm going to open my pages to. Right there. There's my bookmark. But I'm going to turn mine into a monster. Now, you could turn it into anything you want, but I'm going to make mine into a monster. So first thing he's going to need is some teeth. So to make the teeth, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little strip of white tape here. This strip is about 1 inch. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it over on itself, leaving a little tiny bit of sticky, about 1/8 of an inch of sticky, just like that. And now I'm going to make my teeth. So to make my teeth, I'm just going to cut some jaggities. So I always like to start with my outsides first so I know what my parameters for my jaggies are. And I'm just going to go up and down and up and down. And there's my teeth. I'm going to set these off to the side. This is the same technique that I would use for making my tongue, because I'm going to make a big long tongue. So I've got my strip of tape here. Now this tape is actually about 5 inches long, 4 or 5 inches long. I'm going to do the same thing though. What I'm going to do is fold it up onto itself, leaving a little bit of sticky at the top. And then I'm going to make a tongue. Now you can make a forked tongue if you want to. I'm just going to make a rounded tongue. So I just cut a swoop down there at the bottom, like the beginning of the letter U on this side, And then I continue that letter U on that side, and now I have a tongue. Put that off to the side with my teeth. Now, next thing I want to do is that same technique, taking a little piece of yellow tape. This piece is about 3 inches. I'm going to fold it over onto itself, leaving that sticky. And I'm going to fold this in half so that the sticky side's facing out, because I'm going to make this into the ears. And for the ears, I want to make sure that they're similar or, pretty same. So in this case, I'm going to make them rounded. So once again, I'm coming down and around and flip it over to the other side and just come up and around. And now I got 2 ears. So right now I'm just making all the pieces, and then we're going to assemble it just like we do with our sticker. So I'm sticking these off to the side here. Now, for the eyes, this is where we're going to get our parchment paper. I'm going to take a little strip of my white tape here, and I want to make sure that these eyes are exactly the same. So what I'm going to do is take my tape, put it half on, half off, fold it over to the back. Now, when I cut out my circular eyes, I'm going to get 2 eyes for the price of 1. And check this out. Peel them both away. There's 1. And peel it away. And there's your second one. Now you got your 2 eyes. Now I would do that same thing for my center color of the eye, which in this case I'm going to do is blue. And I would make them smaller, but I would cut myself 2 at the same time. And for my eyebrows, I'm going to do something very simple, which is I'm just going to take it from the edge here and cut triangles. And then I just cut the end there where those 2 were joined, peel it apart, and I've got eyebrows. And now we are ready to assemble our monster face. Oh, it sounds like the airplanes are going to join us for assemblage. So this is what I'm going to be making him look like. Oh, I just realized I forgot to make him a nose, but you know how to do it. You do it just like you did the eyes. Okay, so I got my piece. He's all ready for decorating. First thing I'm going to do, ears. All I got to do, stick them on, and just like that. And now, if I wanted to put some red in the center here, like I did here, I would do the same thing, creating those stickers. Put the red in either side here. If you haven't watched the video on how to make stickers, to make layered duct tape stickers, now would be a great time to watch it. Now I'm going to take my eyes, place them where eyes should go. And like I told you, you would make those big little blue eyes, big little blues. There we go. Put 1. There's a book called Go Away, Big Monster. This guy always reminds me of him. Okay, there we go. He's starting to take form if you can see him. All right, I'm going to give him a little red nose. Now, his teeth. Remember those teeth? Guess what? Those don't go on top. Those go underneath. So we open up his little mouth and stick those right inside, like that. Now, I just want to make sure that they stay nice and secure. So what I'm going to do is just take a little piece of tape. Just make sure that that stays in there, nice and secure. And last thing, same thing, the tongue. I'm going to put the tongue right in there. Oh, wait, he's happy. You know what he needs? Eyebrows. Do-do-do-do. And do-do-do-do. Ooh, there he goes. Now he's looking very, very angry. And then we open up our book. And he can just take a bite out of my book and make sure that I know where I'm supposed to go when it's time to read. And that's all there is to it. to making your corner biter bookmark. Now, remember, you can make this as simple as you want, but you can also have super fun and turn it into any critter or creature that you like. And he is bound and determined to bite that corner and keep your place. For more great ideas for books and more, come and check us out at Sophie-World.com.